ask now that you go with us during this meeting, Lord, that everything we do will be pleasing in your mind. Lord, we ask you to just bless the meeting and just carry us forward. We do this all in the name of our Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen. Amen. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We have a few city folks that's out tonight, so we're going to have to wing this, so y'all bear with us. Sue is sick with hip duty or whatever, I don't know what it is, but she's got it. And I want her to stay home. Franklin's on the weather still. Wendy is off on a conference this week for the clerks, so we're going to handle it ourselves. We'll start off roll call. Curtis, Jeff, they're in the back. Vicki is handling the comm tonight. Tyler is here. I'm here. Sherry's here. Miss Virginia and our illustrious Esquire Palm is here. So everybody's here that needs to be here. So anyhow, with that being said, I will entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
I make a motion to approve the agenda for tonight's January 6, 2025.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, same. Motion carries. Next up is approval of the minutes from the December 16th Town Council meeting.
Move approval of the minutes from December 16th Town Council meeting.
I second.
Again, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, same. Motion carries. Next up, public participation. If you wish to address the council, we ask that you complete the speaker request form and submit it to the deputy clerk, who is not here tonight, so nobody can speak. So approach the podium, speak clearly, and state your full name and address for the record. And comments will be limited to a maximum of 3 minutes per person. All right, and we're going to move on down to informational items. This is just for information for everyone. The Levy County Legislative Delegation is tomorrow at 1 p.m. at the school, at the courthouse annex building, which is the old high school. That's when if you need to talk to your legislators, they will be there. The Waukesha Water and Wastewater Cooperative Board meeting is Wednesday, January the 15th at 1 p.m. in Order Creek. You're all welcome to come. The town hall will be closed Monday, January the 20th in observance of Martin Luther King Day. On January the 20th, there will be a parade honoring Dr. Luther King, and that is presented. Don't forgive me, I can't get keep all the places straight. Okay, next up is the official qualifying period for candidates for council is Monday, January the 20th. Even though that is a holiday, Sue and Wendy will be here to start the ball roll. That will be from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. on January the 20th through the 24th. Our Alamo Estates workshop on text amendments on the comp plan will be Tuesday, January the 21st at 5 p.m. here. Our next town council meeting will be on Tuesday following that holiday. 21st here also at 6 p.m. So we'll have a meeting at 5 and 6. The bread for the Mighty Food Bank mobile drive is January the 24th at 9:30 at the James Cobb Park. And next up, we have our honorary student of the month. So I am going to ask these students to come forward. The Bronson Middle High School student of the month presented by myself to Deella Granberry, nominated by Ms. Pittman, and Demetra, here we go, Brown, nominated by Ms. Osteen. to call the other ones too, and then we'll get pictures of both, okay? And for the month of November, we have Nicholas Cooper, nominated by Dr. Pender, and Sarah Samari, Atkins, as nominated also by Dr. Pender. So, and November. Okay.
I know, Nick was on
Yeah,
it. The others are here.
Which
The
one?
first two are.
Well, I'm gonna take them all.
You should just say two.
Don't do that. Be ready. That's called record.
Say it.
This one's here. That's him.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's
This
good.
one's here. That's it. These two are not.
They're not here at all. Okay? Yes, sir. Okay. Yes, all. Take a picture.
No, it's gotta be.
Don't lose your card, that's money.
Okay. I don't have copies. 6 or 7.
Congratulations. Next up, somebody can sit down.
No, it's not.
Next up, we have the presentation for the Athletic Achievement Award for the Bronson Youth Sports 16U softball team, the Babe Ruth World Series. I need everybody. I'm gonna call your name. You gonna get on this too.
Okay, y'all back up and go along with this.
Where's the president? President. All right, I'm gonna just call. Real? Not here?
Candace Kirby. Cordelia,
I start getting people.
Hannah is on your other side. Julianne. Isabella. Kylie. Layla. Morgan. Ansley. Oh, yeah.
So, here we go. You guys smile.
Here. Are we looking? Are you?
Jose, smile.
One more, please.
Congratulations, everyone.
I did it so often.
Thank you, guys. All right. No, I think just Bree over there.
See y'all, appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
You good? Everybody good? Everybody got everything they're supposed to? That's the main thing. All right. And for those that didn't see, we got a nice picture. We'll put that in the wall up there. We'll get the other two of that. All right.
Well, I guess I can now.
Okay. That was a bunch. All right. This is when I usually turn things over to Sue. Vicki, you want to read this or you want me to?
Are you doing it?
All right.
Throw me in first, the thing.
Again, Sue has got whatever. I hope she gets to be there. This is a review of the claims for the Hurricane Helena. These damages that we incurred, and it is on this sheet here. And we have processed these with the claim work, and we are waiting on that process to go through as well. Next up is the letter from Verizon. I won't read into that. I read it.
Yeah.
Did y'all see that? Okay.
Yeah, I read it.
They, man called me up, and they've actually talked to us before about this.
So it sounds like they've given, like, the lease rights to somebody else, except for ours, and just, basically, this letter just tells us that the payment that they owe us is gonna be coming from this company instead of coming straight from them.
That's what I got.
That's what I got.
Which is checks gonna be in a different name.
Yeah, that's it.
And that they will give up our information to them.
Yeah.
We'll be hearing from them when they take over.
So that's basically, they have sold their rights or something. Mr. Warren, if you get a chance to look at it, yeah.
I'm going to look at it right now.
Okay.
Please go on.
Yeah, I'll just continue on from that, and we'll go from there.
It's probably some 5G company that sold it or something.
Yeah.
Well, I was approached by them calling, wanting to sell our ownership of it. You know, how we get paid for it, and they wanted to go ahead and pay us up front for it. And that man had all kind of figures and everything else he was talking about. Basically, it would take them out of the loop of where they were paying us the annual rental on the thing, and they would just pay us one time lump sum, which was very little in my eyes. And what they were trying to do is turn right around and lease that tower out to several other companies.
Yeah.
And then they said, and if they got somebody, and if they got into favorable negotiations, then we might get a little bit more. There was too many ifs in that conversation for me to take it seriously.
This will not do any harm. What I wanted to check for was whether they tried to assign the lease to this new company. They did not. The lease is still in their name, which means that the credit is still that of Verizon. So, you know, it can't be some new company with no money.
Right.
To use the vernacular, screws us out of paying. Verizon is responsible. They're just managing it for Verizon. They got a separate deal. No harm.
No harm done. Okay. Winter edition of the quarterly newsletter will be forthcoming. Vicki, do you know when that sheet is filled in on that?
It's complete.
They're mailed out.
Yeah.
Yeah, the print shop is printing and mailing.
Okay.
And we already, it's already online if you don't look
I
at
knew they
it.
were
Yeah,
closed, but I
and
wasn't sure.
I have to say, this was a good job,
Yeah.
on the newsletter. Very good
For
job.
information for y'all, we have the speakers in front of you all working, supposedly. And we are looking at doing something a little bit different, so that's forthcoming also. Anyhow, do you have any comments on that from anybody?
There's a lot of stuff in the newsletter.
Yes. Sue does a good job of compiling all this stuff.
Just spotlight on, a couple of new businesses. So it gets that out there so people know it's
Yes.
out there. There's a thing about the stuff that we talked about pouring the grease down the drain.
Yep.
There's a thing on there about, Mr. Gibb is in there. So that's pretty good. Like I said, I looked at it, a lot of it online
Yeah.
because it's on our website.
Yeah.
All right. Any other thing?
I just wanted to say that it
Yes,
was.
it's nice. Like I say, Sue does a good job on that, and everybody else that contributes to it. Curtis, come talk to us. Information for y'all, if you haven't noticed, Curtis has got a new toy out here.
Budget truck.
Well, he doesn't have to say it.
We picked up the budget truck the other day. It's 2012, but it's a good condition. Works really well, so we just got to get it insured and get it tagged. We'll be using it a lot better than what we have. On the Virginia USG Solutions and the inspection, if you look at the packet, you probably saw where there was some rust on the outer portion, and you probably read where there was some sediments in the tank. That's normal. They'll come and take care of all that when they come to do the washout. That's why, next couple of months, you've probably seen it before that when we have a hydrant or you see water coming out of the hydrant, it's because they're doing a washout. And they'll restore a lot of the stuff that's down in the tank. The other stuff, like some of the ankle bolts, they in good condition. You can see the rust on the pictures. But they'll take care of all of that when they come to do the washout, do a thorough inspection. You probably see some rust on the hatch going up to the water tower, that kind of stuff. They'll take care of that also. Overall, the report was good. There wasn't anything alarming that stood out that they won't take care of when they come to do the washout.
When you know that they're coming to do the washout, you'll let me know so I can let them know. Kind of paranoid about random stuff.
And then it'll take 2 days to do it. But other than that, everything, we have a leak that we're working on, trying to find a way to shut the water off before it causes any problems. It's not a bad leak, but it's the end of the line on School Street. You may see some barricades. That's the end of the line going down School Street. So we've been working, trying to find a bad, we cut it off. If we don't, we're gonna have to fix it wet. And then, I try to deal with the water running downhill, everything in that valley, make it flood. So we're looking at some options and trying to hook some up to the fire hydrant to discard the water. But if you go through there, that's what it is. It's not a bad leak. It's where the shut-off valve, the gate valve is cracked. Happened underground. I don't know if someone ran over it, what happened, but first time running across that.
Where is it at?
In the School Street.
Like
6 on the block. Yeah, that's 6 on the block.
Okay.
Just past the hill
Okay.
on the right-hand side.
Oh.
But it's nothing alarming, nothing major. We can fix it, just we have to handle the water system. So we'll give it a heads up.
There's a fire hydrant there, right?
Fire hydrant in front of us the year, but the end of the line is probably 100 yards past that on the light. But other than that, we did the meters. They're working hard in the office to get everything up to date so that we won't have to go out and we still have to go out, but not as we just meet. So they're trying to get all the software to interact through Neptune, through Heaven Corps, but it had some issues.
The other day you told me you had to replace some grinder pumps.
Yes. And that's some issues. Sue is working on a resolution, getting some information on some of the causes. But it's just, that when you flush anything down these stores, and that's the biggest problem at the stores. We had to pull a pump at Stone's yesterday. That when they go in, they still in there flashing it, flushing the plastic stuff down, everything down the toilet. It sucks up in the grinder pump. If the grinder pump can't cut it up, it's gonna lock it up.
It's like the third time.
Yeah. Last 3 months, and I pulled it 4 times.
Yeah, we need to have a meeting with him.
But it's just when people go in, they steal in or whatever, they're gonna.
Yeah, let's go in there and get them a few alcohol bottles and get it back.
Yeah. But other than that, that's everything is going.
Okay. Well, y'all be committed on the leaks that y'all been working on. I tell you, it's been a constant battle.
Over the last 2 weeks, we've been trying to, before it get cold, fix a lot of leaks, and we fixed 12 so far. So, and like, going out having to read the meters manually, gave us a chance. Because of the scan, we don't go look in the box. So I was pretty impressed. We didn't find too many leaks, by going in there and open up the meter box. So we're in good shape there.
Thank you, Kurt.
Did you already, take down the Christmas lights?
Not yet.
So when you take them down, can you get like a rough number of how many there is and how many is broken and how many need to be replaced?
We need some new lights.
Yeah, because you were saying like the whole system.
Because those lights, we bought lights from
Yeah, they
the dark store,
rewrapped.
rewrapped them.
Yes, sir.
So,
That they need replacing.
Can we get an estimate on the
on how many?
lights? Yes, sir.
And those lights they are expensive.
Yes.
So,
How much it was when we got a quote?
yeah, they're gonna be
They can be
anywhere from $15,000 to $25,000 for new lights. Wow. And need to get something that's solar ready. They are expensive. Christmas lights, the small, even some of the 3 foot.
Do you know how
2.5.
many? Do you know how many you put up every year? Like, is there a set number?
Probably 25. 20 to 25. They're gonna be expensive. And I was thinking about revamping them again, but getting some this time. They ordered lights, but they just sent these ones to get going. Maybe revamping them again, but getting the lights that way. Instead of because
So third time.
you save a lot of money, but they are expensive.
Can you put a note for her to check with other areas and see where they get their lights from and what everybody else is using?
Now, out of curiosity, when you get them, do you only get like them for one specific thing, or do you get like several holidays at one time?
These are, they've been here a while.
Okay.
But I think, when you order, you can, in looking at some of those, like, so if you want angel, you order angel, it's just for a piece, yes. You don't get like a variety. So,
Okay.
and those are 250.
Thank you, sir. All right. Yes.
We've got lots of time before you talk for half hour.
But we hope not.
All right, kind of a overview of last year. In 2023, we had 11. This year, we had 1401. This calendar year. It's increased a little bit. Divide it up. We had, about 82 fires, 851 EMS calls, 17 hazardous conditions, 70 service calls, where we trying to help somebody, 10 calls, going to help people get up, 11 false alarms, 22 structure fires, 7 vehicle fires, 39 vegetation fires, 42 vehicle accidents, 1 extrication, and then the rest of 19 rescues, which covers several categories. So looking at the mutual aid round of what our calls spread over, we had 243 calls in the town of Bronson. Assisted with 2 in Cedar Key, 14 in Chiefland. Calls with Levy County, which are most of them, is 851. 1 in Bliss, 6 in Morriston, 4 in Otter Creek, 28 in Williston. So, we've got a lot more outside the town than what we spend in the town. So, I'm going through and putting all these reports together. I know there's some kind of little glitch in our system because depending on which report you pull, there's about a 38 call difference. I'm not sure how that is, using the same data for it. But we're going to try to, Gail and I were talking today, and we're going to try to get in there and refine these, look at formulas that are set up and see if we can figure out where that actual issue is. As far as the station, we're still plugging right along. Still got some door issues. We've kind of given up on our last efforts, and I've contacted Santa Fe Doors, see if I can have somebody else come down and give us an idea what's going on with these things. There just seems to be too much conflict between Luke and overhead doors and all that. We just need to have them fixed.
Right.
So I talked with Sue about it. We're going to have somebody come out and look at it, at least give us a price and give us their opinion of the doors anyway, see if we can figure out something. We have 2 right now that are not functional.
They don't open, they don't close, they don't do.
2 of them, they just don't do anything. One
One will do something.
One will go up, but it won't come
It'll
back
mess
down.
up, this will mess up worse if we put it back down.
Yeah, I pretty well have to hang on it with a pipe pull to put some weight on it to get it to come
Put it
down.
down.
And then sometimes it needs more than my weight. I don't carry a lot of excess baggage.
So they're kind of like paying the blame of each other,
Right, and length of time, and warranty, no warranty, and I don't think it's gonna be too big a deal, but we're just gonna get it fixed. The one door they did replace rattles like crazy because it's not a windproof door, so we'll have to see how that progresses down the road.
This the new fire station?
Yep.
you went with the cheapest model door that they could get, something like that.
Yeah. Of course, as mentioned, we signed our part of the lease for Levy County to move Rescue 9 into the station. Looking probably first part of February, if everything goes right.
By the way, the vote tomorrow at County Commissioners meeting will take place tomorrow.
Yeah. So we got everything back to them. So once they get approval, then they'll probably start working on the individual petitions for the bunk room and stuff like that at their expense. So we look forward to that. I think it'd be great having them in the station. Let's see. Process of getting a generator. We're going through Luke, through his electrician, who's a Generac dealer. It'll be a 52K diesel generator. We want diesel because with propane, you have to be 30 feet away from the building with the tanks, and the way the parking lots and stuff are laid out, and the property lines, we don't have that room.
Right.
So we couldn't utilize that. The only thing we could have done is buried 2 two 500-gallon tanks in the ground, but we didn't really have enough room for that either. Because the flagpole's right there, it's on that side, so I think it'll work out really well. We're ready to start testing the safe haven baby box finally. We got all the alarm stuff worked out, so hopefully this week or beginning of next, we'll start that and get that out of the way and get that thing over and done with. We're able to get all of our members EMR and CPR trained this year, so everybody, our support members as well, we're all EMR certified, so we have a little more help there. Right now, my primary focus is getting some part-time firefighters there so we can get more shift coverage. That seems to be where our problem is, just having enough people available. Staffing is always an issue with the budget, so we're trying to see if we can get that program. We got 4 cadets that have been plugging along. I know 2 of them are finished their EMR, and 2 are almost done, so they're doing really well. Several of them are going on rides, on calls with people, so they kind of get an understanding what it's all about. So far it's working good. We've got 3 members starting EMT school, Hathaway being one of them, and Austin and Tammy. So they'll start Wednesday, right? No way,
And how many weeks did you say that is?
It's 4 months till May. Gets
This
over the
semester?
first- Yeah, it gets over the 1st of May.
It'll be nice, get them on board, additional training. The new quick response truck is parked outside, everyone wants to peek at it. Finally got the radio in the program today, so hopefully this week it'll take in service. Replace the truck 70 to run our med calls at this point. We're still ordering supplies for the back end, so it'll be more of a versatile truck, get some extrication equipment and some other tools, small ladder, things like that on there, so we can use it for multi-purpose. So, Engine 70 is still the shop in Ocala. I guess their main mechanic was off over the holiday, so nothing's been done with it.
That's the one that you said was cutting off randomly?
Yep.
Turn right.
We turn right?
Right, and then,
Turn right and then just all the time.
yeah, then it just started misfiring and everything. Voltages were all over the place, so it has to be some kind of electronic brain or something in there. So we'll see where that ends up. Russ 70 is going to have to go in for some front-end work as soon as we get a break. Left front tires worn pretty bad, and inside the whole thing kind of shakes a little bit, so it's not really good for high speed at this point. So I'm kind of limited at the speed limit. So, other than that, new radio system. I know we've all seen that, all those new radios along with the county. Got the last one done in the trucks today. We did lose some, or miss some calls over the hurricane time, because the paging system was all messed up at that point. The evening of the first arrival of hurricane, they shut off the old radio system, and I had one handheld, I think it was this one actually, that had a charge in it, and that's what we operated with through the hurricane. So, kind of slowed things down a little bit. The other thing I wanted to mention was we've got the CFEC fiber internet up there, and it works great. Can't wait till you guys get it. Any other questions, comments? Other than that,
Thank you, sir. Mark?
Oh, yeah, I did have a question.
Sure.
Did you get a count on how many of the fire hydrants in town needed to be repaired or replaced?
I don't think we need any replaced at this point.
Fire?
Yeah.
No, we fixed the one that was.
Yeah, the one that we had covered, they were able to get that rethreaded, so that one's back in service. There's some other weak ones, they have leaky seal in the bottom, but it's nothing that's going to stop it from functioning.
Yes. Okay.
All right. Again, tomorrow tomorrow morning we'll start off, I have a meeting in the morning with Senator McLean and Ocala at 9:30, and then we'll get back to here to meet with Dr. Johnson at 11:30, I think it is, 11:30. And then, of course, we have the legislative meeting at 1 o'clock. So if any of y'all feel free to join in the festivities and fun, you're welcome to it. Curtis, we got anything else we have that we need to bring up at this time? Everything's looking pretty good. Wish everybody a happy new year, all that kind of good stuff. So, Ms. Sherry, you got anything? Donna? Ms. Virginia?
I have a question.
Y'all making this easy on me.
Can't let the year end without finding, well, the year end, but whatever happened with the wild boars? Did you catch them? Did you do something with them?
The ones at the park,
Yeah.
they got taken care of on another piece of property. We went out there and, shot a whole bunch of them.
Ooh.
They're over in front of my house now.
Well, really?
We killed like 9 or 10, and then they kind of kept scurried away from.
The reason I thought about it is I read an article today about somebody in Texas, or some town in Texas, is being overrun by wild boars.
Texas is bad.
They may need you.
Huh? We're going on a helicopter hopping out there next year, so.
Oh.
He didn't take care of the problem, it just shifted.
He just moved it.
Moved.
Now I see in front of, I seen in front of the Barker Park the other night.
Yeah.
I tried to hit one of them.
Yeah, so, yeah, that's gonna be an ongoing, they are here, I believe me, they are here, so. All right, Mr. Warren, I skipped over you.
You did, and then the only question I had related to the boards, so I'm good, thank you.
All right,
Hey, Brandon, can we go check that blue building to see if the window is broken tomorrow?
It is, I went and took
Yeah.
a picture, we fixed it.
Oh, okay, so you fixed it, okay. That was my only question.
So the stuff still in the blue building? Or we waiting until February?
If they wait till they, okay.
do we have anybody else who wants to say anything?
I just have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
I was just wondering, what the status is with BYA. Because I know the last time I checked, we were hoping that a letter of intent went out to Babe Ruth and Act 4.
And they have,
Yeah.
I never saw the letter or anything, so I just wasn't sure. And everybody that I've talked to in the organization just keeps saying we're waiting on town, so I figured I'd come here and ask the town.
We are waiting on a response from both of them. They are aware of the situation. They are aware of the consequences, and that's all.
Those letters
Because I
are
know
public.
when I spoke to them, both of them said that all they needed was a letter of intent.
yeah, that's what they have now.
The letters are public information, you can get copies
Yes,
if you want.
they were sent registered mail.
Okay.
So,
Do you by
Yeah,
any
they
chance
did
know
receive
when
it.
that was sent, just so I can follow up with
At
them?
least a week ago.
Yeah, I was gonna
I think
say,
it was last Tuesday I mailed them.
yes,
Last Tuesday.
yeah, they give you everything.
Is it, and then where would I get a copy of that? You said it was public?
Yeah.
just,
You can come.
It's a public record request.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys don't have like an email request?
I'll just come by the office. You can email me for the request and I can see if I can return it to you.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
I'll give it to you in just a second.
Yes, sir.
If not, we'll get it to you real quickly. Like I
Yes,
said,
ma'am.
as soon as- I don't know if she's got it or whatever, but anyway, we'll do that.
Thank you.
All right,
That was all I
thank
had.
you. Anybody else? Elijah, you haven't got nothing to say?
No, we get a town with a flat truck. We got a flat truck running around with bad tires.
It happens.
What we don't,
Just like me, I used not to have no gray hairs in this head.
we can't afford a tire.
Yes, sir. That's what he just told us. He wants a new tire.
Yeah,
So
we
we'll
got-
get him one.
We got to go somewhere, we got to
We'll
fly.
get him one. He got
We're
more
gonna put
problems.
your tires on when we get the front end fixed.
Yeah,
If not,
you got more
if not,
problems.
you're just gonna mess
You
up
got
the new
more
tires.
problems than just a tire. He's just bringing that up for his wish list. That's what he's doing. Yes, sir. All right.
Voltage regulator was bad.
I will entertain a motion to pay the bills then.
Make a motion to pay the bills.
I second.
We have a motion and a second. Pay the bills. All those in favor?
We ain't gonna talk about this.
We did not do copy of the bills. Okay, we
Wendy's out too, so she didn't put on a guarantee.
So, we'll delay that until the next meeting then. How about that? Because she's not gonna be here this week at all, correct?
Right.
Yeah, we can't vote on something we think.
Well, she can't pay him anyway if she's not here.
It would probably be wise, just for the record, to make a motion to defer paying the bill for
Yes.
that
All
reason.
right, I'll entertain that then.
I make a motion to defer paying the bills.
We have a motion and a second to defer the bills until the next public meeting. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those same motion carries. Meeting adjourned.